Good morning. It's a Monday. But it's a good Monday. Won a lot of plays yesterday, Crick. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. We saw a lot yesterday, Crick. We saw a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good day of football, mainly because I won a lot of, or I got a lot of picks right. Like straight up, I went 11-3 over the weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. For some reason, I keep picking the Browns, and I felt good about it until they put Shadir in. Oh boy, we're gonna get into that. We might play a game later in this in the stream that I'm gonna call "Who's Good," and I'm just gonna have you name a college football team or a professional team, and tell me they're good, and I'll tell you why they're not, because I don't know who's good.
Yeah, it's fair, dude. Especially in the NFL.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that ruckus is, dude.
Yeah, all that and more. But how are you doing this morning, sir?
I'm all right, sir. I'm all right. A decent day yesterday. We got in here on the Wise Guy Roundtable, man, and dropped some winners for him yesterday morning. I want to let y'all know, though, all of y'all wanted to ex-nay my Sam Darnold interception pick, and that mother trucker threw 4 of them. Literally.
No, you can't say I did. I was on it with you because I told you.
You did agree with me. Okay. No, we couldn't get any second from Steps or Beardo or Ghost. Didn't want to throw it out there for me. No one give me a little credit. And Sammy D, I went back and checked. That man threw 4 interceptions yesterday.
Yeah, 4 of them, dude. That was crazy. You were so lucky that I'm pretty sure he didn't get it. Let me double check that he didn't get it. But when I said Myles Garrett 5+ sacks, you laughed that one off. And that man had 4 sacks yesterday.
He had 4 sacks yesterday?
By the midway through the third quarter, Crick. I was like, holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
If he would have got 5, I was gonna clip every single sack.
I would have clipped. I thought about doing that to y'all on Sundays, clipping y'all saying that and clip every one of Sam Darnold's interceptions right after it.
Yeah,
I'd have clipped it anyway with 4, man. That's close enough. Hell, I wouldn't even thought that.
It was just, to be honest, too much work.
Yeah, dude, I know what you mean. We have all these ideas. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't even remember where that was. I'll have to find it, clip the highlights. It winds up taking you about 45 minutes to clip a 30-second clip.
Exactly. Good morning, Derp. Oh, well, hold on. There we go. Good morning.
Morning, Derp. Good morning.
Jay Maine, Mark's in the house. How we doing?
Jay Maine.
I can't catch a break with these damn running backs.
Good morning, Mark. Caterpillar. Good to see y'all, man.
The trench report sucked yesterday with those running backs. Or maybe I just went way too high on some of their rushing yards. Well, I mean, one of them, Josh Jacobs got injured, right?
So, hell yeah, man. That was weird. I don't know what was going on there. They said, and he went out like the first series in the second quarter. He had 7 carries for 40 yards. I had 90 plus. They said he wasn't even showing any signs of injury on there, and all of a sudden he's just ruled out for the game with a knee injury.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not hurt. I'm just saying that was weird. The man didn't show any signs of being hurt at all. He was chugging right along. Hell, he's averaging over 5 yards to carry.
Yep.
Like, what are we doing?
B-Mac nailed it. Jameson Williams first TD. Hey, how'd you like that? It was probably one of my luckiest bets I've ever won. Is that Christian McCaffrey first touchdown?
Did it hit? I meant to go back and look at that. I didn't see if it hit or not. I just saw they scored.
Let me tell you what happened, how the game started. They returned the kickoff 98 yards, and the guy got tackled on the 1.
Oh, my God.
And they just next play handed off to Christian McCaffrey, and he piles his way.
Oh, my God. Clean living. A 98-yard return to the Uno yard line. God almighty. Clean living.
I mean, that never happens,
Never. You never see somebody break a kickoff return and get tackled at the 1, dude. Never. You're either getting tackled at like the 20 or you're scoring a touchdown.
At the 1, I was like, nice, because I didn't see it live. They're like, oh, we're going to show you what just happened. I was watching Red Zone, and he's like, look at this return. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then he gets tackled at the 1, and I go, They got to hand it off to Christian McCaffrey,
You
right?
knew they weren't tush
Goal
pushing
from the one.
Brock Purdy's hurt toe. No tush push there, buddy.
Jamie says Trenchport was strong on game picks, 4-1, and would have been 5-0 if it weren't for the Washington foreskins chronic allergies. Dude, I know. Them.
Did you ever get to go watching that show with Jamie on Saturday? You need to go back and watch some of the knowledge, Jamie.
Plan on listening to it today.
Make sure y'all go back and check out Jamie down there and check him with me on Saturday. It's episode 123 of Creek Corner, the one right before today's. But go check it. Jamie dropped some knowledge on y'all down there. I'm telling you, I had fun with that the other day, Jamie. That was a good show,
dude.
Man.
Can I show you how sharp some of these people? So I've made a comeback in the pick'em leagues, on ESPN that we're in, right?
What up, Mark?
Not that I had a bad start to the season, but for example, I haven't had a losing against the spread. I haven't had a losing week since week 7.
In NFL?
Yeah.
Well done, sir. That's hard to do.
Yeah, well, you're right there with me. I mean, this is a different group. Hold on. But so in your contest, I'm in 2nd place, and the game on one, I'm in 4th. But you're right behind me. You're 2 picks below me.
I got a good day yesterday, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here, dude, 88-75. I'm forced to pick every game against the spread. That's good. That is a good season.
That is a really good season, man.
And somehow, some dude in our league is 96
crushing it, bro.
We got a 96, a 94, and a 92.
I keep thinking he's like 10 games ahead of all of us. I keep thinking one of these good weeks we're going to catch one, and he'll always have I had 90 points yesterday, and this guy gets 100 and picked up another game on me.
Derek Monkey Mission. I don't know who that is.
Derek Monkey Mission, you are sharp as a fucking tack, sir.
I don't think the top 3 guys even listen to the show.
Rakisha's a gangster too, man. I'm telling you, she wants I think it's a she, but either way, she's in the top of all the damn contests. She'll join a lot of them, and she's always up there top 5, man. She's sharp too.
Yeah. Did you guys see the face masks on the Bills that might have, should have, could have not been a face mask?
Dude,
yeah.
I thought that was a face mask, dude. That was. He hooks on for one, he grabs the one spot. I know exactly what you are talking about. The one he's inside the ear hole. You can't grab any opening in the helmet at all. And the other one, that's not the word they call it. He comes around and he slides up and he grabs him right here up and under, and he has his fingers up and under that opening in the helmet. You can't. He almost pulls his damn head off, and that's why you can't grab the opening in the helmet. That was a face mask, man, and I'm a Bucs fan.
Wasn't it the Bears game at the end of the Bears game that could have changed everything, but there was a massive face mask that they missed? I think it was the Bears game.
Buddy, I didn't. I was watching the Bucs game at that point in time. I didn't see any of that nonsense. I just couldn't believe that the Bears had. I wound up, for whatever reason, against SD yesterday. I subbed JJ McCarthy in for Patrick Mahomes at the last second, thinking there are going to be a lot of points in that Bears game. And I don't know how the Vikings almost won that fucking game. That dude had minus 1 points in fantasy. The quarterback.
Because I'll tell you why. Because the Bears, they always do that. They just can never pull away.
Yeah, and I thought, oh my God, they're gonna fool around and let this team win this damn game. I'm just glad the Bears went on down and got the field goal, because that should have been the team that won that game yesterday. Have they won 7 in a row?
I think so.
I thought they started 0-3.
I think they did. Let's see. Not many people eliminated yesterday, by the way, in Survivor. Unfortunately, dude, if I would have, at what point? Well, before I get to that, at what point did you start getting hope that the Bucs might be able to win this game?
I mean, really, it was looking good till late in the fourth quarter. They really, just kind of a tough fourth quarter there, a couple tough spots. But the Bucs were in that damn game. I'll be honest, they played a lot better than I expected them to. I really thought it was going to be kind of a boat race thing. I know the Bills wound up. I told you I'll be careful with the Bucs, but I thought what was going to happen is the Bucs were going to score that last touchdown and lose by 5. Because like I said, even I'm one of those, especially in the NFL. I won't bet against Tennessee in college football and stuff, but in the NFL, I know it's so nobody's going undefeated and it's so crazy. I'm not afraid to bet against the Bucs if I think it's a bad spot, because I would try to bet with my head, not my heart, in the NFL. Because otherwise, I could just blindly take them every week. But this week, I was like, man, that's just a tough spot going up there after the Bills got shellacked. We got to go to their place. And I thought sure shit it was going to set up where we lost by 5. So I was going to lose my play, and the Bucs were going to lose the game. But Worked. It was. I mean, it was. I'm okay with the performance, man. Obviously, you don't get the win there, but you show you can go toe to toe with the best teams in the league.
Sporting said he had Bills -5.5 and had bet it in the preseason. That is insane.
Man, what a savage. Talk about sharp. Talk about contest before you move on. Sporting. He said it yesterday in the round table. I've finally fought back and took over sole possession of first place in the college football pick'em.
That a baby.
Yeah, Sporting's one behind me. I think Megatron's a couple games behind me. So we got a barn burner coming down the stretch, baby.
I love that, dude. There's only a couple of weeks left of that.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
No, they haven't won. They lost to the Ravens a few weeks back. They won 4 in a row and then 3 in a row.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was the week that Lamar was supposed to come back and didn't come back.
Fellas would have thought the Bears would be 7-3 by week 11. I know, dude. There's some shocking stuff.
Not even the Bears. Not even Ben Johnson.
Not even Bears fans. But good morning, Sporting. Good morning, Jamie. It was a good weekend for underdogs and the unders. Yeah, dude. Steps was rubbing it in our face yesterday in a group chat about his freaking unders. What did he say? He said something. God, let me pull it up. He said something funny, and I'm like, Steps. He says, Rams should have covered. Weather and divisional unders went 6-2. And I said, Steps, nobody likes betting divisional games under. He goes, but they went 3-0 this week. I go, but nobody likes it. Like, who wants to bet an under? You know what I mean?
He texted me right after this morning we got done with the show, and the Dolphins go for it on 4th and 1 to win, and got stuffed. He was like, the Dolphins are fucking tanking, man. No reason you should go for it, which I agree with him. No reason. You got to take the field goal, take the lead right there with under 2 minutes left in the fucking game. What are we doing, Mike McDaniels?
Little did he know that the Redskins were tanking harder.
That's what I thought. I was like, that's why you don't bet on it. We got to talking yesterday, and I did like the Redskins, but kind of forgot that the 9:30 game was happening. We started doing the show. I didn't even get that one in, and I'm glad about it. Now, Mariota sailed over his rushing yards. He doubled them.
Sure did. Good morning, Mont. Good morning, B-Mac. Good morning, Mark. Go Pats. That's right. Let's go Pats, baby. Morning, Sharp. Jamie's in the house. Grass Guy's here. Big J's in the house.
That's right, baby.
Great day of football yesterday. Let's go Rams. Dude, that was a good game, too. What's up? H.
Meehan.
H. Meehan.
Let's call him 287.
All right. Good morning, 287. Will, I might have messed up that INT parlay. When I first read that, I thought you said I messed it up. I'm like, no, we nailed. Dude, we gave out some parlay winners yesterday. That was pretty sweet. But that INT one, the core 3-leg that I'm like, we got to stick with 3. 1, but Beardo added Patrick Mahomes to it, he got that one.
I want y'all to know, y'all could have bet Sammy D. They probably wouldn't even gave you 4+. You could have bet him 3+ and probably got better odds than you parlay.
What's funny is all the ones that we picked got 2+. We should pick Josh Allen.
Dude, that would have been. I saw the one pop up and us catch it right there, and I was like, oh, there's the Josh Allen interception. Moving on. God, can you imagine we did them all 2+, dude?
He had we had Josh Allen. That was 2 in the first half. We had JJ McCarthy. That was 2 in the first half. Then we said Baker Mayfield. He had 1, and then Patrick Mahomes. Beardo, $20 to win, $190.
God almighty.
Prize picks. He sent me the thing.
Next Sunday's gonna be fun.
That was freaking awesome, dude. I like it when we all sit there and we talk it out and we agree. I like that. Next week I'm gonna make sure we have more time to do some of those, because I feel like those are better than the wheel.
I love that Sunday show. That is probably my favorite show the entire week. No shade at any of the other shows we do. I just love that Sunday show. We get in there all bouncing ideas. The chat's really active, dropping all their plays. I feel like we find some really good stuff on that show, dude.
My wife was like, "Why were you streaming for so long?" I'm like,
"There's just winners everywhere, babe."
Good morning.
Yeah. I love you too. I mean, sorry. Was I bothering you? The kids were hanging out with me.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, they were in here being quiet, not bugging you.
They were streaming too.
Yeah, we were showing off Pikachu and having a good time.
Yeah, Pikachu compare party and all that stuff.
Oh man, yes, exactly. Rams defense with 4 picks. Yeah, that was cool.
Who threw those picks in the Rams game?
I think his name's Sam Darnold.
Oh man, somebody would.
Why can't Sam Darnold ever win the big game? Last year he shit the bed. This year he's shitting the bed.
Dude, hey, they in that game, I know we're going to get to it, but this is a crazy stat to me. I was looking back. They had 3 drives worth 38 plays that resulted in 9 points. Myers had a 30-yard field goal, like a 25-yard field goal, and a 22-yard field goal, bro, after like a 10-play, 13-play, and a 15-play drive, or 15-play drive. They took off like 7-8 minutes, and they get 3 points out of it. That's why they lost 21-19.
Yeah. Also, we'll get to it, but that was bullshit that there was 1 second left. I don't care if you had money on the Seahawks, Did you see the end of that?
No, I was watching the Broncos Chiefs at the end of that one. Yeah.
They throw the ball like a quick 5-yard, like I don't even want to say it now. It was basically like a slot curl. The guy catches it, sits on his ass, and there's 5 seconds left when they snap the ball.
Do they have any timeouts?
No.
And he sat down in the middle.
Oh wait, no, they did have a timeout, but he caught the ball and sat down, and
he's not down.
The defender ran up to him and didn't touch him.
I was going to say, if you don't touch him, he's not down. The play ain't over. I just dove into that guy,
and then he touched him, but like you could see, like they hung on to 1 second. Like you can watch the play clock; it's like still ticking, but the game clock is not. And I'm like, dude, you shouldn't even had a shot at that 61-yard field goal.
There's so many little time discrepancies that people don't realize all the time. I see it in college football all the time with teams on the road, and I don't know who the people are in charge of the clock, if it's the ref or whatever they're doing, but you'll see constantly, like there's a lot of times during games, especially college football, where you get random seconds ticked off that nobody's even paying attention to, dude, where the clock's supposed to be stopped and they'll run another 7 or 8 seconds off. And we should probably have another 2 minutes at the end of the damn game by the time it's done.
Absolutely. Well, we got those games to get into. Let me go grab my cup of coffee. Hang out with the chat for a second.
Go grab your cup of coffee, man. Good morning, chat. Good morning. I see y'all over the YouTube side. Jay Main, Caterpillar, Derp, Mark. Good to see y'all, man. There's D-Matrix over on, is that Twitches or Kicks or something? Oh, my. All kinds of platforms in here. Big J, B Max supporting. Jamie's in there. 287. Mont, good morning. Grass Guy. I don't know if you texted me, but I heard my phone go off a minute ago. You going to join me for Crick's Corner this morning, Grass Guy? If you can, sir. Fantastic. If you can't, don't feel like you letting me down or nothing. I'd love to have you in there, but if you got something going on, that's fine too. You just let me know. But I did send you the invite, sir. And Big J said he called timeout before he was even down. He's already, you got to understand, you got to be tackled, man. The play got to be over before you call timeout, bro. But that would have been real smart by that defender if he just runs up to him and just stands over and watches him. A lot of these guys in the NFL, there's a lot of NFL players out there that I think are a little misunderstood on the rule, which granted, the NFL does have some complex rules compared to the rest of football, weird different little angles and stuff on the rules. But there's a lot of players out there, Will, that don't know all the rules.
Oh, yeah. What game was it? Did you see where they're rushing up to try to get the balls, like put the ball down to spike it? And the offensive guy, wide receiver, trying to hand the ball, the ref fumbles it, and it goes like backwards towards like a running back. And the defender that is running back to get on, get back in position, tries to pick up the ball to hand it to the ref, and he kicks it, and they were like, "That's delay of game," and gave him like a 5-yard and stopped the clock for them. I can't remember what game that was.
Dude, I'm telling you, I wish we had a segment that we clipped. I mean, it'd be hard to do for one person, but to find all the missed calls from referees between college football and NFL on the weekend, I guarantee you that would be like a 25-minute video clip.
So, the Rams defender, here it is. I found it. The Rams defender does touch him, but he kind of like panics, but it still was.
I didn't even realize they wore those sick-ass all blacks. So that looks good.
I don't know if that's it. This is kind of a shitty video, but watch this.
He's still not down.
No, the defender eventually came over and touched him, but
Did he touch him?
I'll see if I can find the clock or whatever, or a better one with the clock. But like, they run this play, mind you, when they snap it, there's 5 seconds, right? Like he's not down, or he's not.
I don't know. He looks like he touches him immediately when he comes up real quick. Like he just taps him on the back, and you only got to have just a slight touch. Either way, they need to move that field goal range line further closer to the end zone some, because that's not where his field goal range was. He was way short on that field goal, I feel like.
Let's see if I can find a better.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Big J. Roger Goodell's a douchebag. He's their puppet, man.
Who?
Roger Goodell. He's all the rich billionaires on those teams. That's their puppet.
Well, yeah, dude. That's literally his job description.
What? Yep, puppet. I'm just saying he's their guy. He's one of them. I want to see the commissioner of a league that is backed by everybody. I want to see that guy be a man of the people, not one of the rich douchebags.
I can't find it where there's the clock, but trust me, it stuck on 1 second for the longest time.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, how at the end of the game, 1 second is so much longer than 1 second normally.
Yeah, they should have never had a chance.
Well, it turns out they didn't anyway.
I mean, we can say everything we want. It's not going to change.
Yeah, we can say all we want to. We'll get up here. I'll get in here. I'll yell for y'all and everything. Guess what? They don't listen.
No, they sure shit don't. All right, let's get into the games though, dude. Some good games yesterday. Monday show. I was sitting there thinking after watching the games, whatnot. I'm like, dude, I love doing Monday shows. Not only is it fun, it's really easy. We don't have to do our usual half-hour prep that we do every day, you know.
Yeah, we don't have to get in here for the staff meeting and all that stuff. We just get in here. It's like, all right, football, all the
football. Dolphins Commanders. I mean, that game nobody wanted to win. I think NFL should have forced the way that game ended in regulation. They should have said, you know what, we're stepping in. There's no overtime because neither of you deserve to win.
No, you don't. No. We're leaving you both over here in Spain.
Yeah, just boneheaded moves left and right.
I'm not upset that I missed most of that game. I didn't even turn on TV. We were in here doing the show. I was having so much fun with the show. And I went in there, I wound up watching the overtime, and I was like, I'm not upset that I missed any of this fucking game, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
Dude, Panthers-Falcons. I had the Panthers. They get it done in overtime. But Bryce Young, I was watching him yesterday, and this is before I knew his stats, but I'm like, this dude is actually slinging the ball and looks like a competent quarterback. Where the hell did this come from? And 31 of 45, 448 yards, Craig.
Maybe Bryce Young could play a little football, dude. Maybe. I don't know. We always talked about thinking he was too small and everything, and he had a pretty bad offensive line, but they give him a little bit of time. I mean, the guy can play a little football, man. I mean, I tell you what, I didn't want to see the Panthers come back and win this fucking game yesterday. For one, I had the Falcons. Two, I just didn't want to, I wanted my Bucks kind of separate a little bit in that division right there. I told y'all, we play bad in Carolina every time anyway. No matter how bad they are and how good we are, it's always a tough game for us. And if we ain't careful, we're going to fuck around and give the Panthers a chance to win that division, dude.
We sure are. Or they sure are. Look, yeah, I mean, 448, 3 TDs. I'm pissed that, some people in the season contest had the Panthers for the QB one and done. And I'm like, who in their right mind thought to use Bryce Young today? I know you got to use him at some point, but I'm like, damn, dude.
That's what I'm saying. You would have thought he would have been on our interception parlay yesterday, and it would have bricked.
Mm-hmm.
No picks for that. Oh, here you go. Derp. Gentlemen, wait, we have to play taps. The greatest of all time final appearance on Monday Night Raw is tonight. John Cena making his last appearance, huh? Okay.
Yeah, dude, look at this. In the points overall, dude, there are some sick individuals. How the hell did you sell Buffalo and San Francisco left?
I see some of these, and I'm like...
Jacksonville and San Francisco? I'm like, what?
Good morning. I think that's Healthport down there, man.
What up, Hell?
I think that's Healthport, man. Good morning, sir. If that is you, either way, if that's not you, good morning, Hell. Yeah, there are some sick people in these contests. I see some of them, the people that finish the top, because I'll have a real good week or something, feeling good, and I'll be 3 or 4 spots down. You got a lot of people tying and stuff like that, but the people that finish first, like are really separated. I'm like, damn, I thought I had a good week. How did that fool pick them?
Yeah, I didn't have a bad week. I had Pittsburgh and Arizona. I just was kind of looking at it. Pittsburgh got there. Arizona, still in third though. Look at that.
Look at that, baby. Let's go. What are you chasing?
I'm 22 points behind.
Oh, dude, you got life.
I'm in striking distance, baby. I closed the from last week.
Man.
Panthers get the win. That was a nice little win there. Bijan had himself a day. McMillan, first touchdown scorer. He also had 2 TDs. Should have had 3, honestly, but 8 catches, 130 yards. It was a good fantasy day if you had any of these players in this game.
Yeah, it was. Good morning, SD. I haven't even seen how our battle went this week, but I had Sean Tucker on my bench.
Bro, I don't get it. Like, when I have a great day of, like, picks, and I see all my guys that I liked that I bet on that are scoring and stuff, I don't know why in my head I assume I had a good fantasy football day. Then I go look.
You look back, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't have any of those guys I picked.
And I'm like, holy shit, my fantasy football. Well, it doesn't help that one of my leagues, my quarterback was Justin Herbert, and he got like 1 fantasy point.
I have McCarthy, and the only reason he got any points at all is he threw that touchdown late to Addison. But I'm pretty sure my bench yesterday might have outscored mine and SD's both actual lineups that we're playing. My bench went off yesterday in that thing.
Yeah. But that was a good one. I can't remember what the stat was, but it's like the first time the Panthers have swept the Falcons in a long time.
Dude, I can imagine. The first time the Panthers swept anybody in a long time.
It's the first time the Panthers are above 500 this far into the season.
When is the last time we were 11 weeks in and the Panthers were above 500? That had to have been like
1987.
Or Cam Newton, maybe.
It was probably Cam Newton's year.
It's like, yeah, that's I mean, hell, the writing should have been on the wall. The Panthers, not only did they beat the Falcons twice, they scored a combined 60 points again. They scored 30 in both them games. They beat them 30-0 last time.
Mm-hmm. Sporting said I had Miami and Houston in the seasons all 32. Wait, all 32? Oh, that's just to win. Okay, that's just to win.
I was going to say that wasn't good if you had the points. Would you get 32 out of that?
Yeah, I'm done in that contest. Like I was hanging on by a thread to begin with, and then I picked New England and Washington this week. So with Washington losing, I'm pretty much cooked.
Good morning, Pissant. Good morning, SD.
Yeah, good morning, SD. Pissant, how we doing?
SD hates football.
Well, yeah, we all do.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I was like, look, you got to understand, it's not a you thing. I was like, I love football as much as anybody. I was like, but trust me, by about second, third week in November, I'm usually pretty pissed off at that point in time because some shit has went awry.
Yeah, we just love pain and torture. That's why we put ourselves through it every weekend.
Masochist, man, for sure. Love pain. Dying the death of 1,000 cuts.
But yeah, dude, I was kind of skeptical. But I'm like, I heard a lot of sharp people. They were talking about weather in this game and whatnot. That this wasn't going to go over. But I'm like, I don't know how the Bucks and Bills play each other, and this doesn't go over. I was almost going to take the Bucks for points.
I told you the other day when you were talking about that, I said, look, I don't think we're in a good spot for us. I was like, but it's a good spot for that. I was like, because I think they're going to be kind of back and forth, and the Bucks are going to have to score to be in this game. And it just felt like one of those back and forth type deals.
Yeah, Josh Allen, 19 of 30. 317, 3 TDs. He also had 2 picks. Really looked like the Bucks. They couldn't if they could have capitalized in the first quarter or in the first half, like when Josh Allen threw that first pick and they got the ball like inside the 10, and they could walk away with a freaking field goal. You got to get a touchdown there.
We've done that shit all year. There's other games those games that Baker led the comebacks in. We had several points in those games where we could have separated ourselves and not had to do that. And that's why I've been kind of pumping the brakes on this team, even with the hot start, because I feel like we're a little bit fraudulent, man. We don't have that killer instinct, and we're not taking advantage of key opportunities right there, and it winds up putting us in a bad spot. Most of those games he had to come back in. We shouldn't even have to come back in, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. That was it Sean Tucker? Is that his name, Sean?
Sean Tucker on my bench went off yesterday.
Dude, they just need to run that same play. Sean Tucker out of the backfield, throw a dart to
every
him.
time.
He's like 3 yards in. They kept running that, and the Bills couldn't defend it.
Nothing. You try to cover that guy with a linebacker, and you're dead to rights. Just throw him that little swing route every time. Let him get outside. It's not really a swing route.
It's not even a swing out. It's just like
he's swing route. It's a little flat, like arrow route,
a skinny flat.
And just dump it to him and let him run for 15.
It's not an out because he's still running. He's like running out the field because when he catches
it's almost like a diagonal
in stride. Yeah,
just do that every time, man. You could throw it to any of our 3 running backs and do that.
Pissant says someone on this job's not happy with us. Left us a note in the host way. Fuck you, elevator. It sounds like you're doing your job right.
I'd leave him a note back for Don't do it yet, Pissant. I want you to wait. Hold on, we'll get that. Wait, Pissant, wait for about 3 or 4 hours till you're good and pissed off, and leave that guy a note back.
Yeah. Mighty Maker says, damn, I missed yesterday's show. Fuck, I heard you went over college football's greatest tradition and game, Army versus Navy.
Caterpillar, I'd rather watch that fucking yelling Harvard game you're talking about down there. That's a better football game.
Only commies don't like that game. Yeah, we did go over that. Hopefully you went back and watched the show. I mean, it was a 3-hour show. It was freaking good, dude. That was like that 3 hours flew by.
Yeah, it did.
I was like, dude, we don't even have time. I wanted to do more parlays at the end. We didn't even get to it.
I normally get my NFL picks out on Thursdays, but I think I'm going to start doing it like I did last week. I'm going to release my Thursday night football picks, and I'm going to wait to release my picks. I like doing the Sunday morning show because I wound up finding some gems that I wasn't even really thinking about after we talked. But yeah, dude, we got to the 3 hours. And I was like, hey, sorry guys, I got to go. I got shit to do this morning. I was having too much fun.
Well, you should get the draft done, like get most of it done, and then that way it's ready to go, and then you just add the extra little things into it. Or take out what you need to take out.
Yeah. I feel like that's another thing. It's not that we find winners. We do a good job of talking each other off ledges.
Yeah. I did. I was that freaking TD or INT parlay yesterday was freaking awesome.
That is awesome, dude. Beardo just says, man, I want to do it interception parlay before we get out of here. Just pissing excellence, bro.
Yeah, dude. That was sweet. We he put $50 on the Giants, but he made all that money back with that parlay, man.
Made it all back, bro, with that. Poor.
Yes, Derp. We'll watch the highlights after we break down the games. But yeah, the Bills get a 44-32 win over the Bucs. Do we bet the Panthers to win the division now?
No, not yet. Okay. I mean, if you're going to do it, you bet it now because your odds are just going to go down, but I don't love it. I'm not convinced that team is – I don't know, man. I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. I never expect them to have a chance to even be in the division, so I don't know. Every time I want to slap that team some, they wind up getting a big win.
Because you got to go was that Sunday Night Football against the Rams out in L.A.? I mean, Bucs have lost 3 of 4.
That's what I'm telling you. I told y'all, man. Told you it was about to be a tough stretch.
I think you're safe not to bet it because if you eventually like the Panthers at the end of the season, they play 2 of the last 3 weeks of the season. That's going to determine the division.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I'm telling y'all, man, we always, no matter how bad they are and how good we are, we always struggle in that game in Carolina. It's like the one we had to win last year to win the division was pretty. It was a gross game. Hey, check this out. Pissant sent me this.
What?
I'm trying to pull it up. They put it into the damn wall, bro. I'd leave him one right under it, Pissant. There we go. My bad. I wanted to see that. That's what I was trying to do over here. He sent me that, and I was trying to get it situated where I could show him.
287 says I put money on the Chiefs missing the playoffs after their loss. It's still plus odds. Dude, my plus 800 looks so good.
Hey, Will's got a real good ticket on that thing.
Oh man. I don't know. Like I know it's better odds. But remember a couple years ago when I had Arizona to finish last in the division at 9-1? I feel that one was a nice they were coming off that playoff. They had like 11.
Everybody was high on them,
yeah.
You hated Maserati Marv.
He wasn't even a thing then.
Was that not last year?
No, that was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I feel like even though it's less odds, barely, I feel like if the Chiefs miss the playoffs and I win that bet, that's a better lick. It feels better.
You might want to go ahead and, I mean, it may be worth turning around and putting some money on them to make it now.
Nah, I think I'll just bet them in select games.
That's fair too.
Like if
It's not gonna be a
it's going to
dog.
come to a point where they're going to need to win a game to clinch a playoff spot, and that's when I'll hedge it a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cadbury's has bet my whole life savings on UCLA to beat Ohio State. Next time you do something like that, I'll book it for you. Okay?
Yeah, 100%.
Just
Yeah,
come with me. I'll even give you better odds.
Come in here. Yeah, we'll give you the best odds you ever will get from any sportsbook ever. So next time before you do that, Caterpillar, come in to us and we'll back it for you. Or book it, not back it. We're not backing it. We'll book it. But luckily my loss only $5. Well, fair enough, sir. Fair enough.
Sporting says I have 1 unit bet on Carolina to win the division from preseason. Plus 420 at it, baby. That's looking nice.
Hey, let's go, baby.
Okay. Where are we at? Texans, Titans, dude. This one, my no touchdown bet was looking real good.
Buddy, I talked about it to SD several times yesterday. I was like, we were trying to find the game with no touchdown in it. I was like, hell, there might be like 3 of them today.
Yeah, there was a lot that no one wanted to score a touchdown. Hell, the Browns and Ravens were doing the same thing. But yeah, I almost got screwed at the beginning of this game. Like it was dead to rights at the beginning.
And the retirement, man. Damn, Mark.
But it was did you see that? So the Titans, I think it was like the Titans' first drive, they stopped them in the red zone and then went to go kick a field goal, and then there was like a penalty on the Titans and gave the Texans like 1st and goal from the 5. And I go, oh fuck. And then they stopped him again. I was like, let's go. This thing's got live. Halftime, there's no touchdowns. I'm feeling good. I'm so glad I ended up switching my pick to the Texans for like this pick'em contest. But I mean, the Titans had a chance to win this thing, dude.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I don't know, dude. The Texans. I mean, that was a disgusting game.
It was so gross.
They didn't have this. They always had the Titans and the fucking Falcons on like the local channels around here because we're 2 hours from both of them. I couldn't believe they gave me Bucks Bills yesterday instead of Titans Texans. Yeah. I felt like I felt like I won a bet on that. Just because
I was just so happy I was watching Red Zone. That's usually how I consume football because I usually have to watch it from my phone because it's chaos in my house and whatnot. All I was thinking to myself while I was watching Red Zone, I'm like, I'm so happy I have yet to see the Texans Titans game show up on Red Zone. That means no one's doing anything.
Nobody. Exactly. Yeah, it's the best way to watch your no touchdown game is on Red Zone and hope you never see those two teams.
And if I do see them, they better be kicking a field goal.
Yeah, you better be kicking a 60-yard field goal, mother trucker. Oh, yeah, I love it.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. But, yeah, the Texans get the win 16-13. They're fighting. They're climbing their way back in that division. They got a tough game, though. They play Thursday night against the Bills.
Texans?
Mm-hmm. Did you know? So the Bills this Thursday have to go out to Houston and play the Texans. You know the Bills have yet to win a game outside the Eastern time zone?
They surely ain't played that many, have they?
They haven't played any.
Okay.
This is, you know what's crazy? This is their one and only game that they play outside the Eastern time zone.
Wow. Yeah. They ain't even got to go to the West Coast. They just get to go over Central time zone, man. That ain't bad at all.
On a Thursday night.
Clean living right there.
Freaking Bills, man.
Well, we're destined to have another terrible fucking primetime game then. Because that game's going to be gross.
Absolutely. Although I am curious to see the pressure that they can get on Josh Allen. I love the fact that I was so dead on with that Josh Allen interception.
If Donkey K didn't line up, you bet Josh Allen for a pick. Facts. There's now been 6 games this season that Donkey K has not played in. Josh Allen has thrown a pick, at least one in every one of those.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to bet him one pick and then 2 picks on Thursday if Kincaid's out.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
He's been like every week he's like trending and playing. They got him projected points on fantasy and everything else, and all of a sudden the last second he's ruled out.
Says a hamstring, so. And it looks, it was a hamstring injury. So those are always like tough. And I would guess with a short week, they're probably not going to rush him back because you can't, if you rush them, you can't rush back a hamstring.
No, I mean, if you do, you're going to wind up hurting it worse and being out longer.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, here you go. LOL, that's like when I said the Cubs are throwing a no-hitter and someone asked, wow, really? And I say, yeah, it's only the first inning, but yeah.
That's shit that I would do.
Bill's undefeated outside the Eastern time zone.
Yep. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Bears get a gutsy win here. I mean, this is what the Bears do. This is what we need to do. Anytime the Bears go up double digits, we need to hop on Kalshi and take the other team. Or take the other team with some like plus 3.5 or something like that. At least take the other team with a plan to sell out halfway through the fourth quarter because the team's going to come back and make it interesting. And that's exactly what they did here.
Tried to screw this up twice. The Bears were whipping the Vikings in week 1 when they played, and J.J. McCarthy actually had a good game and led them back because they went up by 2 touchdowns in that thing on the pick 6 at the beginning of the second half. It was up like 17-3. And in this one, they had their ass all this whole game too. And about let them come back and steal that. You imagine how sick they'd have been this morning to let them steal another one? Gross.
Oh, God, yeah. The only reason why the Bears were able to come back and kick a game-winning field goal is because old homeboy returned the kickoff to the other opponent, the Vikings 40. Did you see that?
Dude, and all these people that want to talk about I'm sorry, but I just kick it straight up and touchdown and give it to 35. I know the NFL kickers and stuff like that, but I'm not going to give that dude a chance to straight just house it.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty insane. I was happy with that. All I think of when I see the Bears kicking a field goal is Ryan from Sports Wars because he's a big Bears fan and he hates their fucking kicker because
why?
Well, he's always hated Bears kickers because they always like in big spots usually miss it. And Santos had missed one earlier in the game, like bad. And all I could think of was, holy shit, he's gonna shank this, isn't he? And I'm gonna hear Ryan rant, and then he drills it. And I immediately messaged Ryan and said, I'm buying a Santos jersey.
100%. Dude, you probably get a discount on that one too.
Yeah. But dude, something's wrong with the Vikings. Talk about the Vikings and whatnot. I'll be right back. But the Vikings, I don't think J.J. McCarthy's it.
I don't either. I didn't think it coming into the season, and I tried to give him a little bit of credit when he did lead that comeback in week 1 against the Bears. He showed me a little grit there because he had every reason to lay down in that game after he threw the pick 6. And he showed some grit and stuff in that, but then he's had the injuries to deal with, and I'm not sold on this guy either. Wasn't sold on him in Michigan. Thought he was the product of a system. Had a lot of big-time athletes around him. I thought they were kind of out-athleting people along the way to that national championship. But I know he can drive the bus, but in the NFL, you need a guy that's more than just driving the bus. I mean, you got to have a quarterback that separate itself and really give you a chance to win the game. And I don't know that this guy is going to be that guy for them. I really am not, because that game yesterday was pretty abysmal from an offensive standpoint for the Vikings. So I don't really know what to think of this team. But I do think they are in a lot of trouble, man. I really, really do. People expected this team to be much, much better. I think they expected the Vikings to be kind of where the Bears are and the Bears to be where the Vikings are. But I don't trust that Minnesota team. I don't think J.J. McCarthy is going to be the long-term answer. He'll be a good guy he's going to be a middle-of-the-road quarterback, man, if that, for the majority of his career. He's going to be right there around 15 to 20 as far as quarterback rankings go in the league, and he's not going to be that guy that can just separate himself.
The thing is, he's basically a rookie, right? And so I don't fault him. He's doing rookie-type shit out there. I just don't understand, if you are going to be someone that's going to be something, how the hell do you have a Justin Jefferson and you don't put up numbers? Jefferson is having a terrible season.
Jordan Addison's good too.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, he has weapons, but I'm just saying, like
Hawkinson, you've got people to throw to, and that's my thing is like that guy. I don't know. I mean, I understand he's been a quarterback for a long time. He's won a national championship, all that stuff, but like that guy to me has never looked like he had the physical traits to be a good NFL quarterback.
They also they have Aaron Jones, right, as their running back.
Yep. Now that he's back, they had him. But hell, even when Aaron Jones was out, Jordan Mason was playing well.
Dude, I mean, look at Justin Jefferson should be top 3 wide receiver at yards. He's 7th.
Every time. Well, it's the same way with the damn Bengals and Jamar Chase yesterday. Like, why would you? I understand you got T. Higgins and stuff too, but Jamar Chase had 3 damn catches yesterday.
Dude, I had a TD parlay. I had T. Higgins, and then I had some guy that I'd never even heard of, but a guy from Warren Sharp's podcast. I liked him to be like a long shot. He was like a 5-1 to get a touchdown, and I was like, okay. So I parred those two together, and when T. Higgins scored, I was like, oh baby, we're halfway there.
Halfway home, baby.
Didn't even get fucking close.
Didn't even get close. Here you go, dude, bro.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away.
Sporting says, all in all, looking at my preseason bets will be profitable. Dude, you know this, Crick, with me. So I have 2 different portfolios.
Mm-hmm.
I have a preseason portfolio where I do my futures, and then I have my regular portfolio. I like to separate them because I don't want to look at it. I don't want to mix them up. I like to set it and forget it, and then come, towards the end of the season, take a look at what I got. I've had some division winners come through already, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
Sorry, not division win, like over-unders season.
Right, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's one. Who's that chick again? That's Paige Spiranek. She's
y'all never did tell me the drama going on with all that.
Oh, we'll get to it this week at some point.
Okay.
But if I would just stick to futures, even my in season bets that I place along the way, if I would just stick to that, that is the way. I'm so much better at betting in any sport. Like, for example, in baseball, I had Cal Riley MVP when Aaron Judge, I got him at like over 10-1.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Judge goes out, and then Cal Riley shoots up to a favorite in the middle of August, and I sell out of my position at a 5x return, and I turn around and put my winnings on Aaron Judge to come back and win at plus money.
God, you're a stone cold savage, sir. Piss excellence every morning. You're really good at seeing those spots where you find the value, where you're like, okay, you can bet something in an individual game this week, but you'll be like, no, don't bet that. If you like that, bet this, because you get better odds on it. And if they win that game like you think they're going to do, they're going to be a really good spot for this, and these odds are going to come way down. You're really good at finding those spots, dude.
Yeah, like yesterday didn't work out, but they don't always work out, but it's still what was a smart move. If you like the Seahawks yesterday, you should bet Sam Darnold MVP. Because he was 12-1, and
or even to win the division.
Yeah,
and so that could be one. Yeah, I mean, I like it when you find those. You would say something that I'm not even thinking about, and I'm like, you're right. That is a better bet.
I know I should just do that, but
and most of the time you can sweat those longer. You don't just get to sweat them for one day. You got a couple weeks sweating on those things usually.
Yeah, but I got to have action on these games.
Must have action.
My Survivor, I'm alive. I would have been so pissed had the Packers lost, and then like all the other big favorites all won. Houston ended up winning. Baltimore ended up winning. Like when those ones looked close and gross, they ended up winning, and I went with the one fucking road favorite that didn't win. But the Packers did everything to lose this game. Josh Jacobs goes out, Jordan Love goes out, and I thought he was going to be out for the game, and I go, oh great, I got Malik fucking Willis.
Yeah. Yeah, no, right.
Try to come back and win this. Although he came in and didn't look bad. I think he had a touchdown.
He threw a touchdown pass, I think.
Yeah, I think he did.
Hey, Malik steps in up there. Don't get twisted. You don't want to have Malik going for your starter for 8-9 weeks in a row. But if you need Malik for 2 or even a couple series in the game, he can be out there and be respectable, man.
Yeah, Malik was 1 day old Chinese food in the fridge.
He's 1 day old Chinese food in the fridge.
We weren't at the 2-week mark yet.
Now, yeah, if you get where you got to have that guy for an extended period of games, it gets real old real quick. But 1 day old Chinese food, all right.
What up, Shooter?
Good morning, Shooter.
Grass guy. I think the grass guy in the chat are rooting for me to lose Survivor, so we quit talking about contests.
They are so bad.
But
so bad they are. They love your Survivor talk, man. I didn't even know you did contests.
You'll never, ever get me to stop talking about contests because I'm always in one.
I like them. You got to where I like them more and more. I'm like, you know what? I feel like it would save me some money on bullshit parlays each week if I would dip into a few more of these contests early on in the season. Then I would have more things to do, and I wouldn't get bored sitting here before the game start trying to plug in all these little stupid $5 parlays. I'm just going to be down $50 on when the day's done.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how you guys are just not more impressed that I'm still alive in a lot of these freaking contests this morning.
I am impressed. I am. I just know how the chat feels, and so I'm just going to let them do their
I
thing.
can't believe I won your guys' survivors like by week 9.
And I didn't even know who it was. Somebody won this thing, and I don't know who.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive in that one, by the way, too.
You are still alive. Are you still? Do you still pick in that one?
Yeah, because I'm still alive in ESPN's overall.
Okay, that's. I was wondering. I was like,
Yeah.
because once again, I couldn't even look and see who it was that had survived.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do I find this? I'm just glad
you guys are gonna have to. It's gonna be at least another week until I lose because Seahawks go to Tennessee next week, and that's gonna be my survivor pick.
Oh God, dude! Especially with them winning 10 in a row now. Oh no more. No, that's done. They lost yesterday. They're on the road. Okay, yeah, so that's done. Oh yeah, we're definitely piling back on it next week. They ain't losing 2 in a row on the road after winning 10 in a row. They got
not losing to the Titans. No way. No, that's a get-right game.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? Her name is Chesty McGee. That's right. Grass guys has never rooted against you, Will. You're still alive because of us. That's
a Will comment. If
me.
You trained him well right there. With Grass guys learning around here, that sounds like exactly like something you would say.
Hate on me all season long, and then when I win something, say it's because we had your back.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done. God, that's a Will move if I've ever seen one.
Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me so happy. But yeah, the Packers get a 27-20 win against the Giants. Jameis Winston game. He was better than I thought. Now, I didn't think the hype, I thought he was overhyped going into this because we all just love Jameis.
We love
him.
I'm
like, you got to remember, it's still this Packers defense. It's still his first start of the season. But, I mean, he played all right. And then he came through at the end of the game. When they needed a touchdown to tie the game, he threw a pick. And that was his one pick, but everyone and their mother had Jameis Winston to throw a pick in that game. And he delivered for the people at the very end.
The only man in the history of the NFL with 30 touchdown passes and 30 interceptions in the same season. I watched a lot of them because he did it for my Bucks a few years back. Man, Jameis got all the physical tools in the world. Incredible athlete and all that stuff. Entertainment at its best right there. I am more excited about Jameis's life after football than I am his life in football. But Jameis can go out there and do some things. But, yeah, if the game's on the line and Jameis, you really think Jameis going to lead you down the field, get it done? No. It means he's going to throw it to the other team.
Big J says, I was watching that game, and the Packers are showing they are not that good. They are not that good right now.
They are not that good, dude. They are not. Yeah. That team should be so much better. And if Josh Jacobs is down for any amount of time, they're going to get worse.
Yeah, and although they're like 6.5-point favorites this next week.
To who?
I think they host the Vikings.
Oh, God. That sounds like a Vikings bounce back spot. I don't know. That sounds like a disgusting fucking game. That's what it sounds like. Outside, is it at Lambeau?
Yeah.
Be cold and windy as shit. That sounds like a 9 to. There's your no touchdown game.
Ooh, that might be a good one. I kept thinking as I'm watching that game, praying for a comeback to stay alive and Survivor. I'm like, I wish I was one of those people that just took the Packers week 1. You know what I mean? Just took the Packer, even with those lines. And then
that would have been ballsy.
Just took them week 1 and then not have to sweat having to choose the Packers out. Because the Packers, if they would have lost yesterday, you know how many people? I think the Packers would be the number 1 team that eliminated the most people in Survivor.
100%. They lose to the Panthers, the Browns, and the Giants.
Yeah.
That eliminated at least 60% of survivors.
Yeah. Steelers Bengals, dude. This game was actually closer than expected. They came out scoring fast, and then no scoring in the second quarter, really, other than a field goal. And this was Pittsburgh Steelers defense. They had 2 touchdowns. And the one game I didn't pick a defensive score.
Which one did you like so much for the defensive score yesterday?
Packers.
The Packers. Okay. I was thinking it was the Broncos for some reason, and they threw that pick, and then Tyquan Thornton wound up hawking him down to stop it. But I was thinking, oh no, that might have been Will's defensive tutty there.
I think I had it in 2 games that I liked. I had the Packers, and I think I had the Commanders.
I was going to say, I think you had one in that early game.
Yeah, I had the Commanders,
but
because it was Tua, you know.
Yeah, no shit. This damn game of the Steelers Bengals, it was kind of a weird game right there. And Aaron Rodgers might be out for a little bit, huh? I think he's looking at
they're saying a slight break in his left wrist.
Non-throwing hand, man. They said at halftime when he left and they said it. Listen, it was questionable. Mason Rudolph said he came into him at halftime. He was like, "Yeah, Aaron came in. He's like, he gave me the finger, not the bad finger, but the index finger, and said, 'You're going in.'"
That did make me feel good about someone for someone who had money on the Steelers. Mason Rudolph.
He played well.
1 day old Chinese food.
1 day old Chinese food. You don't want him to have to start next week, but by God, he got it done yesterday.
I'd take him one more week. I'll risk him at the 7-day old. We're not there, but 2 weeks from now.
As long as Myles Garrett doesn't try to hit him in the head with a helmet.
Yeah, exactly. But in that contest, the QB's one and done, right? I'm so glad it's team passing yards and not
you get them both. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like if someone gets injured or whatnot, you get credit for their combined yards.
Right.
Because that would have sucked.
Makes sense.
Sucked. But yeah, I mean the Steelers defense showed up. They got a must-win win in this one, and the Bengals season. I don't know if we see Burrow now.
Joe Flacco's like Chinese food when you go to the restaurant and it ain't no good. That's what that guy's like, man. I'm telling you.
Dude, I don't know how you just didn't go back to the plan in game 1 and just throw every pass to Jamar Chase.
Why wouldn't you do that? That was my whole handicap yesterday. And I had him 10+ catches thinking he's going to go off, and then he had like 1 catch at halftime, dude, for 9 yards or something. Yeah. I knew we were dead to rights.
Mm-hmm. This game was disgusting, but it felt so good because I called it a week in advance. I even called it
the first one we've ever been on the same side of a dog and just not even had to sweat it with nothing. Oh. No, it was easy. I never even checked the score again after about the second quarter in this one.
Herbert got pulled at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
He should have.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence, 14 of 22, 153, but the Jaguars 35-6. I had somehow I thought I was going to be screwed on this one. I had laddered about the only running back prop that came through that I laddered yesterday for me was ETN, and he still got there. But every time I was watching highlights, it was just tooting, dude.
Y'all need to keep an eye on that guy, bro. I'm telling you, I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. He ain't got a lot of volume in this offense. By Shul Tootin, y'all should have seen him when he played at Virginia Tech. Dude, that dude averaged like 8 yards a touch up there. And if they just give him more volume in that offense, he would be a stud in that offense.
Yeah, I mean, 15 carries, 74 yards, but ETN still got 19 carries for 73, so he went over. I had him 50, 60, and then 70, so I was like, thank God. And but ETN got 2 tutties as well.
73, and you get him 70+. God almighty, how did they know? That's fantastic, dude. And 2 tutties. We had 4 rushing touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence even got him a rushing touchdown this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, dominating win by the Jags. This is just the Jags are just such a, like I said, they win the games that they shouldn't, and they lose the games that they shouldn't. You know what I mean? It's like
Jekyll and Hyde as shit, man, just backwards as hell. And the Chargers are in trouble.
Oh yeah, yeah. Who they got coming up? Well, they get to host the Raiders.
That helps.
That'll help you.
Then they at the
oh
Eagles?
God, dude, the Chargers could lose out and miss the playoffs. They've got Eagles, Chiefs. They got to go to Dallas. That's not going to be easy right before Christmas. Then they got the Texans and the Broncos.
If that team doesn't beat the Eagles, they are missing the playoffs.
I think I might wait for them to beat the Raiders next week and then load up on some futures of them to miss the playoffs.
I think that's what you do. Don't do it right now. Wait till they win beat the Raiders next week, and then have the odds will go back up a little bit, and then take them to miss the playoffs. Because I look at that schedule right there, man, to see what they got to deal with. Because I don't think they're beating the Eagles at home.
I don't think they are, dude. I don't think anyone's. Did I not just nail the Eagles yesterday when I said the Eagles are the Chiefs from the last couple of years?
100%, dude. 100%.
They won the Super Bowl, and then they figured, hey, we don't need to blow people out anymore. We just need to play an ugly game. And we're going to find a way. They even had the tush-push stopped last night, and they found a way to win.
Make some of the most exciting teams in football, like the Detroit Lions, they make even their games disgusting when they play them. That I didn't even watch most of that game. I was sitting there, and it was 3-0. for so long. I told us, I was like, hell with this. Let's turn the show on. I was like, I'm not going to let them get me again like they got me twice last week watching 2 terrible fucking primetime games for 3.5 hours that are going to end 10-7. Well, that one about did the same thing last night. I had a 3-unit play on the under. Glad I didn't even have to watch it.
Yeah, it was Eagles primetime. That was a meme going around. Eagles primetime, just bet the under.
At the under, don't watch it.
It was like 13-6 for the longest time ever.
You go and you catch up on some husband or wifey time during those games. Just bet the under and be done with it.
Yeah. The game of the year didn't go over, but it did deliver. The Rams get out to a 14-3 lead, and they were just rolling. It looked like the Seahawks were cooked. And the next thing you know, they just let the Seahawks climb their way back in. And we already talked about it. The end of the game was bullshit. The Seahawks should have never even had a chance. I'm so glad he missed it, because if he would have made it, that would be like one of the biggest stories going on X, was like the time should have expired. I think the reason why we don't see those videos on X is because it didn't really matter. But that there shouldn't have been 1 second left.
No, dude.
Even Seahawks fans. I had even my buddies who are diehard Seahawks fans were like, "Yeah, that was some bullshit."
I'm telling you,
like, we'll take it because it's my team, but that's some bullshit.
Yeah, no, you see this stuff every week, man, where there's some different seconds and stuff, questionable clock deals and stuff like that. And we're going to get the Chiefs and Broncos in a minute, but I was convinced that the league wanted the Chiefs to win that damn game yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was too. We'll get to that. Dude Bro says Rams looked like the better team, but not by much. The Rams are kind of like the Bears a little bit, just better. But they have blown some leads this season too.
Y'all should understand that's 2 really good football teams right there. And the Seahawks, even losing that game, they lost that game by 2 points with Sam Darnold throwing 4 picks, and they had 3 drives worth 38 plays that they only got 9 points out. They had to settle for field goals inside the red zone. So the Seahawks should have won this going away. That's still a good football team, dude. But Sammy D just had a tough game.
Later, Caterpillar. You have a good one, buddy. Get some sleep.
Yeah, man. You be safe, Caterpillar. Good to see you, man.
I've never seen a team go for over on 4th downs like Detroit last night. Yeah.
Golly, yeah. That's when I tell you that first one they stopped him. That's when I decided I wasn't watching that game anymore, because the Eagles stoned Jahmyr Gibbs on a 4th and 1, and nobody was even celebrating. Everybody just got up and was like, ho hum, okay. I'm like, you just stoned that guy on 4th and 1 at midfield. Why? The guy that made the tackle wasn't even hype. He just wandered back over to the sidelines. I was like, I'm not watching this shit if y'all ain't even excited about it.
Dude, they yeah, that Eagles defense is good.
They are good, dude. You got some.
Well, that's Vic Fangio, dude. You give him 8 weeks.
Give him that and a bunch of talent.
It always takes 8 weeks for which is exactly what you want. You want your team. This was Patriots and Belichick. They would defense would look like shit, but you would want your defense playing the best in November and December. And that's exactly what Vic Fangio defenses do.
And people got to understand those guys like that are great coordinators. Like, their schemes are not easy to kind of grasp, especially when you got rookies coming in trying to learn the league and stuff like that. So it does take a couple months for them to get used and comfortable in those defenses. But once they do, those schemes usually give the other team a lot of problems. Whoa, man!
Thank you, buddy. Thanks for letting me hang with y'all. Everyone's super cool. You're super cool, man. We love having you here. We appreciate the donation. Absolutely. You guys have been so good to us the last few days.
You are Caterpillar's a real MVP, man. He done dropped a honey bun worth of super chats in the last few days, man. Thank you, Caterpillar. You're the real MVP, sir.
Appreciate that. Owner Old Parts here. He says, "Holy shit, I'm hungover. Go Rams."
That's right, baby.
Glad you got your beer finally.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, he had to wait yesterday, man. He was at that real problem. He only had 3 beers, and then the store didn't open for like 2.5 more hours or something. He's having to pace himself, man.
Yeah. The 49er, dude, this was looking like it was, 49ers win 41-22. I still don't know if like Brock Purdy being back is the thing. This was just a lot of situational things that went right for the 49ers in this game. Congratulations to the Cardinals in the fact that like this was looking like it was going to be exactly like the Seattle game. Like, got out of hand early and they were just going to roll over. Now the score would make you think that they rolled over, but they did fight back in that first half.
Jacoby Brissett, my little 250 plus, he about doubled it, bro. That man threw for 450 yards yesterday.
NFL record holder Jacoby Brissett, you mean?
For what?
the most completions in a game, 47.
Oh my God.
47 of 57.
I did not have that on the bingo card.
It's weird that Maserati Marv goes out and he gets the most completions in NFL history.
Shut your mouth. I knew
I'm just
that.
saying.
I didn't even think about that. I thought the Cardinals could be one of those games that was a shootout or they get blown out and he has to throw the ball to come back, which is kind of what happened yesterday. I never in a million years thought, for one, he would set a record yesterday. I didn't think there was a prayer he could get over. I was like, 250 was plus. I think we were going to be about 286 or something. That man threw for 452 damn yards, bro. What are we doing?
And some people picked him in the QB one and done. I don't know.
Well done. Well done.
I mean, I guess that one makes sense. The Niners defense is all banged up. So I guess if you were going to use
I was just thinking they were going to I thought they were going to put some points up in this game. I thought he was going to be behind and having to chase. So I figured he'd have to throw the ball. And also they've got every running back on that team banged up. So it's like, might as well throw the damn football. I didn't know they were going to throw it like that.
Yeah, dude. And this dude, who is it? M. Wilson, 15 catches, 185 yards.
Oh, that's Michael Wilson, dude. He's a player. He's a flash in the pan. I've tried to give that guy some chance the last couple of years, but he'll do this. Don't play him in your fantasy lineup next week. Do not, because he's going to have one target with no catches. And we haven't talked about it yet, SD, but we will in a minute.
No, yeah, we'll get to the Cowboys. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe the Cardinals are just bad. I don't know, but they seem to be fighting still. So be careful with that Cardinals team if you're going to bet against them.
They're greedy, man. They're not laying down. I still think it's bullshit how they gave Gannon shit for DeMarcado a couple weeks ago, and then Mike Vrabel smacked Trevion Henderson upside the head celebrating the other night way harder than Gannon hit DeMarcado. What up, Blue?
You my boy, Blue? Ravens Browns, dude. I was so freaking pissed at this one.
Dude.
Ravens get a 23-16 win. It was, I mean, they were up 16-10 going into the fourth quarter. And it was playing out exactly how I thought. Lamar was not having a good game, had 2 interceptions.
No, I whiffed on that one. His rush yards. I liked his rush yards over, and I didn't even have a prayer.
I told you, man. That I think that
y'all did. Y'all tried to talk me. Y'all tried to talk me off that ledge, and I decided that sometimes when y'all all go against me, I'm like Beardo. I'll go over there and get a suntan on my island. I just can't. I can't get off that one. Let's go.
Derrick Henry though, 103 yards and a touchdown. But like this one, and Myles Garrett 4 sacks by the third quarter, dude. It was just insane.
Did you see how they won this fucking game?
Yeah, wasn't it?
It was a fake. I had under 38.5.
Oh yeah.
Game. Mark Andrews goes up there to run the tush push. The first time I've ever seen this, and I don't know why more people don't do it, but he faked the tush push, spun out, and rolled outside. And that giant cluster in the middle, there was nobody outside. He just rumbles 35 yards for a touchdown.
Bro, it was such a Browns thing to do.
Such a Browns thing to do.
It was.
I know you're out there.
It was like. Did you see Shadur come into the game?
I saw
that. Yeah,
I heard Dylan Gabriel got concussed and Shadur made his debut, but it sounds like it was not very good.
No, he was terrible. I'll show you his stats in a second, but I knew I was cooked when I saw Shadur come in and this happened.
First time, it is Shadur Sanders.
Just caring more about the attention on him, trying to get the crowd hyped. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, just go out there and fucking play football.
Yeah, that's a fucking bum. Everybody's looking back now. We're looking at all that experiment out there at Colorado for Coach Prime and everything and how good they are this year. We're sitting here like, you know what? We all thought it was crazy that Shadur plummeted in the draft like he did. Turns out everybody knew that guy was a bum.
I will say this, though, that he did throw that ball and gave his guy a chance, and the guy just couldn't hang on. A great play. It was actually a great play by the defender because the receiver caught it in the end zone, but the defender had his hand in there and eventually ripped it out. So it was more of a good play, but I mean,
good defense, yeah.
He had a chance to tie this damn thing up. But once Shadur came in, I was like, fuck. But yeah, such a Browns thing to do. Have to go to Shadur, and he does what he does. And then the Mark Andrews fake tush push. And not only that they got the first down, that motherfucker housed it. And that was his first career rushing touchdown.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, who bet Mark Andrews for a rushing touchdown today?
Yeah.
Like I would have felt better about it had it been Lamar who did the fake tush push, got the 35 yards, and he'd probably got me over I know he would have got me over my 40 plus right there. But yeah, watch this shit, dude. I don't know why more people don't do this.
I was expecting Philly to do this last night as many times they kept attempting the tush push.
You would think with a guy like Jalen Hurts, you would try this every now and then, and they're like, they ain't even thought about doing it, and it would have been wide open. It won't be anymore.
Not this, but like a different style. But yeah, dude, they just let him. Look at this. He just runs straight. I can't play it or else we'll get hit. But he just runs straight backwards, and I was like, oh, are they going to run like a? I thought they were running like a pitch to Lamar here or something like that.
I was going to say, hey, or do that. Why don't you do that? Like fake step back and watch Lamar leak out to the side and just toss him a little pass out there and tell me anybody's going to catch Lamar to the end zone on that.
They did have two guys right here that were.
You're not catching Lamar. But watch what they do after this play gets snapped.
I think if Lamar was healthy, they probably would have done that.
Yeah. Hell, it didn't have to. This worked.
Yeah, he just scoots outside. And then I was like, oh, at this point, I'm like, oh, man, they got the first down. Damn, because if they would have stopped him there.
That's what I wanted. Like, so they get the field goal win at 19-16. I stay under. And we get this.
I thought they were going to stop him on 4th and 1 here. If they could have done that, drive down, get in field goal range, Browns win by 3. That's what I thought was going to happen. And then this happened. And I'm like, well, now I need frickin' Shadur to get a game win. He almost got it, too. I will give him credit there, but he also get it done. You know what I mean?
Get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was surprised at the first time we ever seen one of those, and it worked to such perfection.
Such perfection. But yeah, Shadur, 4 of 16, 47 yards and an interception.
4 of 16?
Uh-huh.
He
interception.
25% of his passes.
And he took the worst sacks you could possibly take. He got 2 sacks for 27 yards.
How the 2 for 27?
And I don't know if does intentional grounding count as a sack on your stats?
Maybe. It should. It should, maybe. And
he did have an intentional grounding.
It's equivalent to it because it's a loss of down and you get the ball right there, so it's equivalent to a sack. So I don't know if that goes in the stat sheet. I don't know how it would because you can't reward the sack to anybody. You know, maybe you can. Maybe the guy that's closest. I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
You would do the guy that's closest that's bringing the pressure because in order to be grounding, there has to be pressure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Chat, help us out, man. Somebody look that up and see if intentional grounding does result in a sack. If you get credit for that and stuff, I don't know. It should. It 100% should.
Yeah. So didn't get that one. I need to quit picking the Browns.
Yeah. 100%.
They did cover the 7.5 though.
They did indeed cover the 7.5, just like the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Man, clean living.
Broncos 22, Chiefs 19. This one made me happy.
This was just a game. Well, I'm telling you, down the stretch, like it looked so much like they wanted the Chiefs to win this game so bad. Like they called one on a 2nd and 10, and Mahomes wound up getting sacked on the next play. They had to put it back. It was late in the game. In the 2nd and he's rolling, and dude straight up grabs the guy chasing him. I mean, he grabs him, almost tackles him. No holding call. A couple plays later, you wind up having the Broncos get a first down, and they call a holding call on them that the guy didn't even touch him. They called the holding call, and I was like, if you're going to call that one, how are you not going to call the other one? And just little bitty things here and there, trying to give the Chiefs a little advantage. That's a real thing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Very real.
Yeah. How about Bo Nix, though? I mean, everyone counting out this Broncos team. Bo Nix, 295 yards.
How about Bo Nix? You know, I like Bo Nix. Bo Nix has been a gamer. He's been a gamer everywhere he's ever played. Going back to his days at Auburn, at Oregon, even when he was on bad teams, Bo Nix would always be out there laying on the line and making plays down the stretch. And this dude's a gamer, bro. That throw he threw to Troy Franklin to get them into field goal range at the end, the little back shoulder on the corner route where he threw it to the inside because the defender was on the outside. People don't realize you don't even like he does that. He did that on purpose. He even said everything. He's like, I was telling Troy, look for this corner ball. But the fact that he threw it in, if he throws it outside, it's picked off. The fact that he threw it in the perfect spot right there, you don't realize how good you got to be to do that. And Bo Nix does this late in games all the time.
Mm-hmm. Old man Travis Kelce got a touchdown. Sporting says, will you have a chance in this season, all 32? Top people haven't used Jets or Browns yet. I used the Browns week 1 because they're playing the Bengals, and they only got 16 points.
Dude.
But you're right. The fact they still have to use the Browns, and I still have a lot of good teams left.
Travis Kelce is now the all-time career touchdown leader for the Kansas City Chiefs. And the one he scored it on was a hell of a play by that was like old-school Travis Kelce. Catching that one, rumbling down through there, jumping up over dudes, diving into the end zone. That was a hell of a play to get his 84th career touchdown. And I'll tell you right now, the MVP for the Denver Broncos is Crawshaw, the punter. That guy's name is Crawshaw. And, yeah, they are tied for the best record in the league. They also have the most damn punts in the league. And the reason they got the best record is because that punter is a weapon, dude. That dude puts it inside the 15-yard line almost every time. And that punt he made at the end where he pinned him, like it was a deep punt. It almost got blocked, and he pinned him at the 12. That's why they wound up winning that damn football game.
It's funny that you bring up a punter because I forgot to show you the best punt we've seen in this year. I'm going to pull that up in a second, but we got to give credit also. Forgot to give credit to Mark Andrews, all-time receiving leader for the Ravens.
Okay, let's go, baby. Big time.
He needed
Big
4
time.
yards, and he easily went over that.
We love that.
This was the punt of the year. Did you see this one? Okay, I'm going to skip forward.
Game.
Okay, so he punts it. Watch where this thing freaking lands. And the defender plays it beautifully. Watch this.
Watches it bounce inside.
It bounces right there. Looks like it's about to go in, right? And watch the hits right there, dude.
Oh, my. You can't do it no better, dude. You cannot do it no better than that.
Stayed inbounds and didn't hit the line right there. Look at he caught it and ran out of bounds, which was smart.
They call that the coffin corner punt.
Dude, he literally he hit right in front of the pylon.
Dude, you cannot hit it in any better spot than that. You can kick a million more punts and you'll never have another one hit right there.
And not hit the pylon.
And not hit the pylon because it's a pylon touchback.
The greatest punt I've ever seen.
Ever in the history of football. Well done. Well, yeah, Denver's punter does stuff like that every week too, man. I'm telling you, that guy's hell, he had like 3 inside the 5 last week.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you don't realize how much of a weapon is that completely flips the fucking field. Because then it will usually wind up, they have to run 3 run plays, try to get out of the end zone, not get a safety. Then they punt it back to you. Now you're sitting with the ball on the 50-yard line.
So in that contest that I am, the spread survivor, I ended up picking 1 entry on both sides to guarantee I had 1 advance.
Yep.
And then I went with my 2 favorite. No, I don't want to say my 2 favorite because I kind of bitched out on one. I should have went with the Panthers. I really liked them, but I bitched out. But one of them was the Eagles.
Don't be a bitch, man.
One was the Eagles. Well, the other one was the freaking Packers.
For spread? We were talking spread survivor?
Mm-hmm. Packers -7.
Oh.
So everyone lost that one. It fell exactly. And I'm
yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
You did that? You picked one after we talked about that?
Mm-hmm.
We said we weren't going to do one of those without a hook, man. We know better.
I know, but I looked at the Packers and I really thought they're going to win by double digits.
Oh, well, Mama said there'd be days.
Oh, well, I got you. Hey, Eagles came through 16-9 win. I told you guys, don't fade this Eagles team. I don't like the Eagles. I hate this team. I don't want to see them winning, but it's just like I've learned from all the years I hate bet against the Chiefs. I'm just going to ride the Eagles. You know what I mean?
And then next year we're going to turn around. We're going to hammer them against the spread.
Oh, yeah. 100%. But yeah, Eagles get a 16-9 win. Ugly game. Just gross.
Gross indeed, bro. Good for us that had the under and never even had to sweat it. That's the only reason I watched the beginning of this damn game. And I was like, no, we don't have to watch this. We're good to go. They don't have a prayer to get over that number.
Beliefs expect the unexpected. I think there's something almost every week. We didn't expect Brissett.
The fuck we didn't expect Jacoby Brissett. Go back and watch the show yesterday, Blue, when they said who's throwing for 250-plus passing yards a day. And Cricket said, Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, but 450.
No, I didn't say that. I said 250-plus. I didn't know. I had no realm that I thought Jacoby Brissett was going to set the record for completions in a game in the NFL.
I think the better example would have been Bryce Young.
That would have been a better example.
If you would have said Bryce Young threw 448 yards, I would have said over the last month
to the other team in interception return yards. Well, I would have thought.
Oh yeah, boring game last night. We got a game tonight though. Cowboys Raiders. This makes me nervous because
it's gonna be terrible too.
I've liked the Cowboys all week.
I'll tell you, man, be careful with that. I'm telling y'all, don't.
There's too much money on the Cowboys, but I'm
do it.
Not betting the Raiders, dude. I'm not.
Don't bet the Raiders money line, dude.
I'm not betting
the Raiders. Take that plus 160 that's laying there in the weeds.
I feel better about it now. Money's come down.
All right, never mind. I'll change my mind.
Sharp money and big money is on the Raiders at 3.5.
Well, then still take the Raiders. I do still like it. You got all them public Joe bets on the Cowgirls going up there. And I'm telling you, that team, you don't know what kind of mental state that team is in, dude. They've been through a lot in the last couple of weeks, and that is a reality of it. I don't know what kind of mindset that team's going to be in. I feel like it'd be real hard just to focus back up and go back to business as usual, you know?
I think I'm just going to go to Old Faithful in this one. I think I'm going to bet both Bowers and Ferguson to score the first touchdown and both of them to score a touchdown.
Bet them both to score 2+ tutties, too.
Probably should sprinkle a little on that, too.
It's
I'm just going to go to the tight ends.
It's going to be a tight end showcase tonight, man. You can even throw Michael Mayer for one in there, too. Get Schoonmaker for over his receiving yards. This is going to be a tight end show tonight, baby.
National Tight End Week.
Yeah.
Let me see what the odds are on that over on Kalshi real quick.
I sort of say we can get, let's see here. I'm going to cook together. That's what I'm going to do. Make a little fun same game parlay here.
Bowers is like plus 105 to score a touchdown. Ferguson is like plus 165.
I got 155. I got even money on Bowers.
And
then take
first tutty is 11%. Jake Ferg is 9%.
Hell,
You
just take Ferg and Brock for anytime tutties. Take your plus 390. Be done. Good morning, Ripper.
I probably should. Bowers to score 2+ is at 13 cents. The one I really like is Ferg. He's at 7 cents to score 2+ tonight.
7 cents score, dude. Yeah, he's been kind of quiet lately too, ain't he?
Yeah, but he's had a couple. He's had at least one game because I bet on him that he scored 2.
He was doing really well the first 5 or 6 weeks of the season. But I feel like since National Tight End Week, when they had like one target for him, he's been kind of quiet since then.
Yeah, but they just had a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing this Raiders defense.
Oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think it's about due time he had a big game. I do. Hey, here you go.
It'll be the CD Lamb George Pickens game.
Jake Ferg, Brock Bowers, anytime TDs, Michael Mayer over 25.5 receiving yards, plus 750.
Yeah. I could just bet Ferg 1 touchdown. I mean, get plus 165 on it. They're 37 cents. Or he's 37 cents. He's getting in the end zone today. He has to.
I don't hate it. I think I like that one too, man. I do. Oh, is this a halftime tie?
There was a lot of those yesterday.
I know. It kind of makes me think it might roll on into this tonight. This could be a halftime tie for sure.
How many games yesterday was a halftime tie? Let's see. The Commanders Dolphins halftime tie. Texans Titans almost was. Giants Packers was a halftime tie. I thought there was more than that. Chiefs Broncos halftime tie. Yeah.
Dude, kickers tonight. Kicker props.
Oh, yeah.
This might be a kicker prop night. I think everybody thinks this game's going to soar over, and I don't know that it is.
What are the chances of Pickens taking a 15-yarder tonight and sportsmanlike? Pretty good.
Oh, that's the lock. That guy's for sure going to be a jackass at some point.
Yeah. No, tonight I like the Cowboys, unfortunately. I think the Cowboys have a good shot of blowing them out.
All right, I'm going to take Brock off of there. And I'm going to go with Ferg anytime TD, Michael Mayer over 25.5 receiving yards, Daniel Carlson 2+ field goals, Brandon Aubrey 3+ field goals, 21-1.
You can get almost 3-1 on the Cowboys winning by over 10 points.
I don't think that's happening.
If you think the Cowboys can win by 2 touchdowns or more, you can get over 3-1 on it.
What are you asking for down there, SD? Is odds on what this game?
The odds this game
for CD. Oh, you talking first touchdown? You get a first touchdown score plus 750 or anytime TD for CDs plus 115. I'm sure his receiving yards are set at 70 something. 88.5. Let's see these over under 88.5.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'd bet the under on that, I think, tonight. I really do.
You can get plus 200 for Ferg to have over 50 yards.
I like that. I do like that. I think Ferg has a big night tonight, man.
Shit, Ferg over 60 yards is almost 4-1 on Kalshi. I mean, you could just ladder him. He's even. Well, he's even money for 40+ yards.
But yeah, and don't you feel like that should be like? This is the kind of those discrepancies. You got him averaging 42.7 yards a game. 40 plus is plus 109, where 40 plus should be more like minus 125. I feel like they're kind of telling you something in those spots.
No, I mean it's not too out of whack. I mean it's kind of a 50-50. If you look at his average, but if you look at his actual games, he's either well over or he's well under.
You should be more alert on it if it's like plus 160 for 40 plus or something like that. Plus 109 is not that big of a discrepancy. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean I've been expecting Ferg to have a big game last couple of weeks because he did come out like a gangbuster in the damn first few weeks, and it's been kind of quiet. So, is he banged up or anything?
No.
I don't think so either. I don't know.
Yeah, because look at like he's 50 yards, 0, 29, 33, 49. Like those odds make sense to me.
Yeah,
he's not like he's right around 40 every single game.
Right,
he's either a good chunk under or a good chunk over.
That's one thing you could look at too. The last few weeks, that could be kind of recency bias that's playing into that.
Yeah, and last game, 2 weeks ago, the last game they played against Arizona, he had 7 targets for 50 yards, caught 5 of them.
Yeah, and I think I got whipped in that game too.
I think I should just only bet on Ferg tonight.
What up, dog?
I think instead of trying to sprinkle it out, I should just take a good chunk of money and just bet it on Ferg to score a touchdown. Not try to.
Ooh, here's a good one, dude. Take Dante Thornton Jr. 15 plus receiving yards plus 106.
Who?
Dante Thornton Jr. Go Vols. 15 plus 106, man.
He burned me yesterday or last time I bet on him.
Did he? What'd you bet him for? Why would you bet that?
I think I bet him against the Broncos.
Yeah, like I said,
I think I needed 20. I needed 25 yards or something.
He's gonna have like one catch for 17 yards tonight.
David said, "Thanks for all the great picks yesterday. I had my best day." Atta, baby. That's what we like to hear. That's what we're here for.
Love hearing that, baby. We're just here to spread some winners, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, Crick.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's that time, ain't it? Damn.
We will watch the thing tomorrow.
Mondays are a little wide open, y'all. It's tight with him having to go to work too, and we got all this stuff to recap. So we just kind of get out of hand on Mondays. I didn't even know.
I also have a highlight lock for tomorrow.
Highlight locks, man. Little tease 24 hours in advance. Love that.
Mm-hmm. We'd be foolish not to bet this one.
Love that. Well, all right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and hop over. Grask, I'll be in there in just a minute or two, man. We'll start in the next couple minutes over on the Sports Picks channel on Rumble. Y'all come over to Crick's Corner for the second half of the morning going on. Yeah. So you have a good day, sir.
You too. Safe
out there. Good luck to you tonight, and I will see you in the morning.
I'll see you in the morning.
Have a great day, chat.
I wish I could bet right now, but I can't. Damn it, jealous. I'm riding with Beardo, INT, Geno Smith, wave tonight. It's only minus 103 plus 203 for 2. That's not bad. Dallas is really good at getting turnovers. They have been for years now. I don't know why. Even that shitty defense somehow finds a way to get turnovers. Let's raid Crick. Confirm raid. Booyah. Booyah. Get over here, smash the like button. Hop in the chat. Look at we got a couple new followers over on Crick's channel over there on the Sports Picks. Love to see it. We got to get them to 1,000. Let's retweet this or repost. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There, you guys are already over in the chat. Boy, that raid goes quick. It goes, does it? All right. All right. Well, we're rating. Well, we should have more than. There we go. We got 49 viewers in there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you guys about something while we're waiting for Rick to start the show. Let me tell you about Rumble. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Rumble app. It's pretty simple to use and the best way to stay connected to the content you want. Once you've got it, search for my channel. It's Game On Show and hit follow. That way, you'll get a notification every time we go live. No missed shows, no extra steps. You can grab it right now using the link in the description or the pin to live chat. Download it to your phone and you're ready to go. And if you prefer watching on the big screen, Rumble's available on all major streaming devices and smart TVs. Just search for Rumble, follow the channel, and be a part of the action. Booyah. All right, chat. And you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Recapping the Monday night game, talking about a highlight Monday, of course, as well. All that and more. Plus, taking a look at Derp's. I don't know if I'll be up. I literally got up for. I'm sorry, Derp. I never know if we have time at the end of the show because it's so much football going on. But we for sure will talk about it tomorrow. Catch the replay on it or whatnot. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow bright and early. But until then, good luck, good gambling, and game on.